はい、どうも、アルミラです。それでは続きやっていきます。BOS ね。
Hey,
ああ、
I
わかった。破壊するかどうかはちょっと聞いてみるか。
Greetings, my friend. I hope I can be of some assistance to you.
久しぶりだな。ダメだね。さてどうしようか。まあせっかくね BOS のバンカーに来たから一発ドカンと決めちゃおうか。
やっちまうぜ、お前。やっちゃいましょうよ。
バンカー自爆シーケンスを開始する。はい、
落ちたな。
自爆シーケンスが起動されました。落ち着いて整然とバンカーを出てください。かしこまり。さあ出るぞ、早く出るぞ。爆発する前に。さあ出るぞ。逃げるぞ。どうせ殺しちゃって意味がない。爆発でみんなおだぶつだからな。さあ行くぞ。ここまで来りゃあいつらあいつら追ってこねえ。おい、
こっちの衝撃が来た。
煙が上がってるな。一体どうしたんだ。
お前精神状態おかしいよ。
なんかどうなってるんだろう。ちょっとあら
原型ないやん。
いけなくなっちゃった。もしもし、誰かいるのか。いないよね。さてと、もう一方の方だね。ホワイトグローブソサエティ。さてホワイトグローブソサエティ、まあウルトララグジュか。
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
ここで働いているのか。
I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
創始者なの。
Ta-ta!
タタ何それ。こんだけ。
まさか。なんでこのさ。
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick. Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon.
どうやらただ暑いだけじゃなさそうだな。どうかしたのか。
Sharp eyes on you, all right. We've gone through a heap of trouble to get in town. Ethel says I just need to wet my throat. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around.
この辺の人間じゃないな。
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
あんたビッグホーン牧場をやってるのか。
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
一体何に恨みを晴らすつもりだ。
There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all.
そいつについて他に何か言うことはあるか。
What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
ヘックはワイスランドでどんな風に他の牧場主を脅かすんだ。
We are honest folk out there. Damn hard to make a living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood.
彼をどうするつもりだ。
I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard.
まあいいだろう、あんたの力になれると思う。
Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that Chisler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you?
わかった、彼についてもっと分かったら戻ってくる。
All right, kid. I appreciate it. I hope to see you soon.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
ウルトララグジュでは何もないかと思ったけど、いろいろありそうだな。さて、ウルトララグジュに潜入だ。ヘックとかいうやつはこいつか。
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
いや、私は見てない。
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
あなたが牧場主なのか。
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
なんであんたのボディーガードは銃を持つことを許されているんだ。
Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success, might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
息子を見失ったのか。
My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
息子探しを手伝おうか。
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
何テッドがまだ生きているのならば、彼を父の元へ返す。テッド・ガンダーソンの失踪に関連する情報をウルトララグジュで聞いて回る。とりあえずさっきの人のところに。
戻っか。
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
うん。
I hear you. What's on your mind?
ヘックはいなくなった息子を探している。探してやることにしてよ。
I'll be damned. You mean the young Gunderson? That's a shaved tail if I ever saw one. He's got less sense than a Brahmin at a crossroads. I'd not be one to complain if he got lost for good, kid. If it makes Heck suffer, then I'm all for it.
ヘックは自分が誠実な牧場主だと言っていた。
Sure, kid. And I still hump like a buck in spring. That Gunderson's a liar and born of a viper, I swear.
今ヘックの護衛がほとんどいないってことを教えてあげようと。
So Ted's nowhere to be found, and Heck's quite unprotected while looking for him, huh? Hell, it sounds like the perfect time to get even. Heck won't know what hit him. What do you say?
もし彼の息子の命が危機に瀕したなら、ヘックはあなたの嘆願を聞き入れただろう。
A ransom? I doubt that snake's got enough soul to care that much for his own young'un. Besides, what's to stop him after his son's returned? No, Heck only knows greed and pain, kid. It's high time he got paid back in kind. His life or his son's. Either way, I win.
報酬の話をしよう。
I hear you.
ヘックの命と安全な未来への値段は途方もなく高いぞ、ウォルター。1000キャップが私の報酬だ。
I'll pay that much and die a happy man when my time comes. So we got a deal?
早速やってこよう。
All right, kid. Be good.
Welcome to the Ultralux.
最近ここで行方不明になった人を探してるんだ。
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
ホワイトグローブソサエティは人肉を食べていたと？
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
大丈夫だ。自分も人を食べる。真実を話してくれていいぞ。
俺もそうなの？
You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue or we shan't speak any further.
ダメだったこりゃ。誰に失踪のことを話していた？
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
つい最近行方不明になったとある男について調査しているんだ。
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
捜査官と話ができる方法はないか？
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
隠してることがあるやつはそう言うんだよ。
そうだよ。
捜査官。こいつか、気に入らねえやつだ。
How may I be of service, sir?
あなたが個人的な捜査員にタダで部屋を貸したと言っていた。
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
自分も調査しているんだ。互いに助け合うことを望んでいる。
You are. Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
さあ、これも聞こう。あなたのグループが人間の肉を食べると聞いたんだけど。
Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them.
あの味が忘れられないんだ。私も役立てるかな。
Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father.
メインコースは人なのか。
Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary.
何をしたんだ。
I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be, and I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way.
するべきことを教えて。
I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
あんたが誘拐した男の子はどうした？
Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him.
何この狂気じみた選択肢。まあそれはそれとして、侵入者が息子を殺したとヘックが主張するだけなんじゃないか？
No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty.
あんたが提案した仕事をやろう。
Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access to him. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps. Indeed.
ヘックの処理は最後として、とりあえずテッドのところに行ってみようか。ほうほうほうほう、すごいな。
何やってんだあいつら。
やべえやべえ。
随分と。
熱い。これ終わりですか？
違うね。下か。
You, what do you think you're doing?
私は交渉人だ。モーティマーは彼が協力したなら子供を解放してほしいと言っている。
Yes. He was none too pleased when he discovered who he took. The boy is in the freezer, back through the kitchen.
よしよし。
とりあえずテッド少年と話そう。どこだ？違うな。
もう開いてんじゃん。
ここか。
行き通ったか？
あ？ちょっ ょっと待てよ、俺少年かと思ったよ。
ああ、もうめちゃくちゃだよ。
大人じゃん。
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
落ち着け、お前を救出しに来たんだ。
My daddy sent you? God damn it, I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel.
なんだこの口の利き方は。
Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them.
誰かがわざとお前の父さんとここの連中を敵対させようとしてるんだ。お前の父さんは強いからな。
My daddy's got a lot of enemies. It don't make no sense that the White Pants Society would kidnap me. He's here to do business with them. Well, you got a point. But if you don't know who it is, my daddy's gonna be awful mad he ain't got anyone to shoot over this. Alright, let's get out of here.
どうしよっかな。ダメだやっぱ。
いきますよ。
Yeah, boy, fresh.
ああ、たまらねえぜ。
いただいていくぜ。
カットしよう。
Any word as to our arrangement?
テッドは死んだ。彼は理由を聞かなかった。
I see. Well, this could get out of hand very quickly unless something is done to keep the elder Gunderson in check. You mustn't kill him, though. The publicity would be a disaster. I need you to handle this quietly, like we discussed. A little blood in his suite should do the trick. And if you have a Securitron arrest him, our involvement will appear non-existent.
捜査官の部屋はどこだっけ？
If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby.
ここ前にも来たな。
いただきます。
これはいけない。
これ。
よし、セキュリティトロンに通報しなきゃ。通報だ。
Greetings, citizen.
私はウルトララグジュのペントハウスの中から乱闘するような音を聞いたよ。
You've done the right thing, citizen. Reporting struggles, scuffles, and tussles is the civic duty of every man, woman, and child. Thanks to you, we can all sleep in our beds a little sounder, knowing that swift justice awaits those who take moral shortcuts for personal gain. Rest assured, I will apprehend the perpetrator and see him or her punished, even though in some ways, evil is its own punishment. Hank Gunderson, you're under arrest for the murder of Tank Gunderson.
What in blazes? That's my son you're talking about. He ain't dead. I'm looking for him.
It is my duty to inform you that murder is a serious crime. As a murderer, you should be feeling emotions such as guilt, sorrow, and shame. If not, you may wish to consult a mental health professional.
Where's my son? What'd you do with my boy?
I hope this experience has taught you an important lesson about the value of human life.
You can't do this to me. This is a mistake.
Please allow me to escort you to the nearest criminal processing facility.
The hell I will.
Has accepted our law.
さすがですね。
The 6 bodies are a known source of illness and a potential tripping hazard.
悪は成敗された。
あ、そうだな。
Put the monitor.
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
ガンダーソンのニュースがある。
You have? What are you waiting for, kid? Spill the beans.
二度とヘック・ガンダーソンのことで心配することはなくなった。
Yeehaw! Now that's something I thought I'd never hear. This deserves a good compensation, kid. How does that sound?
よかったな。
I'm a man of my word. Here's your money. You've earned it.
Rail back to work.
よし。
よし。
Sorry, but I don't have time to talk right now. I'm going back to the ranch.
No time to chat now, kid. I'm out of this city for good.
達者で
It
な。
seems that the territories are about to blow up.
さてもう一つの報告だ。
What happens?
Any word as to our arrangement?
エッグ・ガンダーソンに濡れ衣を着せてセキュリティトロンを逮捕に向かわせた。
So the Baron has slaughtered his last brother. How delightful. He was a pox on our business. He would have driven the price of beef down to the point where any poor wretch could afford it. Can you imagine? But now we can price it even higher, create a new luxury market. Not for you, of course. You'll get a special discount.
人食いからホワイトグローブソサエティに復帰することができたのか。
We'll know after tonight's banquet at 7 o'clock. I'll only be telling everyone what they've eaten after they've eaten it. That way, they will all have crossed the same silly taboo. They'll have to reconsider it, even Marjorie. It's all image with her anyway. She just needs to realize the only difference between savage and sophisticated is the proper seasoning. Indeed.
まあ、とりあえず今回はここで終わりにしたいと思います。次回は、イエスマンにね、報告して、ストーリーを進めていこうと思います。それでは次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイ。